President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi arrives in Riyadh to attend an informal meeting on the Palestinian cause. First batch of mobile homes crosses into Gaza from Egypt, along with a 17th group of patients for treatment in Egypt. And Prime Minister Madbouli reviews progress of development in Pyramids area, discusses new operational system. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Qnews, bringing you the latest updates from Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has arrived in Riyadh to attend an informal meeting on the Palestinian cause. Earlier, President el-Sisi has departed Madrid, Spain this morning and has arrived to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has emphasized Egypt's ongoing efforts to attract more foreign direct investments, particularly from Spain. President el-Sisi highlighted that Egypt's strategic geographical location, significant advancement in infrastructure and abundant natural resources. He also emphasized the country's skilled workforce, investment incentives and legislative reforms that enhance Egypt's appeal to foreign investors. Additionally, President el-Sisi urged Spanish companies to capitalize on numerous investment opportunities available in the Suez Canal economic zone, particularly in the fields of renewable and green energy, with a focus on green hydrogen production. In a joint statement, Egypt and Spain have expressed deep concern over ongoing conflicts in the Middle East and the risks to the region. Spain praised Egypt's role as a mediator and guarantor of the Gaza ceasefire agreement. Both countries stressed the need for a permanent ceasefire to facilitate the broad distribution of humanitarian aid and the release of detainees. They reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Palestinian services, ensuring security, and rejecting any attempts to displace Palestinians from their lands. Al-Qahira News correspondent in the Egyptian side of Rafah has reported that the first batch of mobile homes had crossed into the Kerm Abu Salim border crossing today in preparation for entering the Gaza Strip. That comes as a bulldozer and 15 mobile homes divided across 5 trucks will be entering Gaza today. Additionally, the 17th batch of patients and injured from Gaza crossed into Rafah for treatment in the Egyptian hospitals. Foreign Minister Badr Abduladi has discussed strengthening bilateral cooperation and addressing regional issues during a phone call with Croatian Foreign Minister Jordan Grlić Radman. The talks built on Croatian Prime Minister Andrej Plenković's visit to Egypt, which strengthened economic trade and cultural ties. The ministers explored opportunities for collaboration in energy, construction and transportation. They also discussed regional issues, with Croatia commending Egypt's role in Gaza's ceasefire and its humanitarian aid efforts. Foreign Minister Abduladi reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to Gaza's reconstruction and emphasized the importance of a political solution that establish a Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. The Ministry of Supply and Internal Trade has announced the launch of its 13th aid convoy to the Gaza Strip, comprising 19 trucks carrying a total of 155 tons of emergency relief supplies. The Minister of Supply and Internal Trade, Sharif Rather, the Minister of Supply and Internal Trade, Sharif Farouk, stated that since the onset of the crisis in October 2023, several humanitarian aid convoys have been dispatched, delivering a total of 1,355 tons of aid to date. These supplies were transported using 190 trucks and 5 planes loaded with relief materials. Minister of Environment Yasmin Fuad and her Jordanian counterpart have discussed regional environmental cooperation and highlighted Egypt's achievements as chair of the Regional Organization for the Conservation of the Environments of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. The two ministers also covered global environmental developments, including climate finance agreements from COP29 and biodiversity commitments from COP16, and explored funding opportunities through the newly established Coming Biodiversity Fund. The North Africa Regulatory Harmonization Initiative has announced Egypt's election as president of the initiative for a 3-year term, with Morocco serving as vice president and Tunisia as the technical secretariat. On his part, the chairman of the Egyptian Drug Authority, Ali El-Ghamrawi, emphasized the importance of regulatory cooperation among North African countries to achieve harmonization in regulatory frameworks and enhance the speed of pharmaceutical products registration. Captain Ahmed Gamal, vice chairman of the Suez Canal Economic Zone for the southern region, has met with French President's envoy for the Economic Corridor to discuss potential cooperation within the IMEC Economic Corridor project. During the meeting, Vice Chairman of the Suez Canal Economic Zone for the Southern Region for Investment and Promotion presented the key features of the Suez Canal Economic Zone, which includes 4 industrial zones and 6 seaports on the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has held a meeting with several ministers and officials to follow up on the progress of development work in the Pyramids area and its surroundings. The official spokesperson for the Prime Minister's office added that the meeting also reviewed key aspects of new operational system, including status of electric bus routes, the delivery timeline for these buses, and the progress in implementing prepared waiting stations. Additionally, the discussion covered steps for installing lighting along roads leading to the restaurant area, increasing the number of sunshade structures, and establishing service facilities. The Ministry of Health and Population has announced that over 17 million citizens have been screened as part of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's initiative for the early detection and treatment of chronic diseases, including kidney disease, since the launch of the initiative in September 2021. The ministry spokesperson stated that the initiative operates through 3,601 primary care units across the country. It aims to provide early diagnosis and treatment for chronic diseases, offering high-quality healthcare services to all citizens over the age of 40, as well as to young people aged 18 and above with a medical history related to chronic diseases. The Egyptian General Petroleum Corporation, the EGPC, and IPR International have signed an agreement to enhance oil exploration, development, and production in Yadama Al Alamein block in the Western Desert. The partner will invest $10 million, drill 4 development wells, and pay a $3 million signature bonus. These agreements align with Egypt's strategy to attract foreign investments and maximize the potential of its Western Desert oil reserves. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we've been covering. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi arrives in Riyadh to attend an informal meeting on the Palestinian cause. First batch of mobile homes crosses into Gaza from Egypt, along with 17th group of patients for treatment in Egypt. And Prime Minister Madbouli reviews progress of development in Pyramids area, discusses new operational system. Well, that's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. Many thanks for watching.